Welcome back. This is video 4 of the Technology, Everyday Tools, and Community Connection Workbook for Individuals with Visual Disabilities video series. And now we are in part 3, Confidence with Using Personal Devices. This is one of the most hands-on sections of the workbook, so if possible, I'd encourage you to have your phone or tablet nearby as we go through this together. By the end of this video, you'll be able to make changes to your phone screen to make it easier to use. You'll be able to identify and turn on built-in accessibility features that can support your vision. You'll be able to explore helpful apps designed for people with vision loss, and you'll be able to know where to go if you get stuck or need more help. Let's go ahead and get started. So first, let's clarify what we mean by a personal device. A personal device is any piece of technology you use in your daily life, be a smartphone, a tablet, or a computer. You might use it to make phone calls, send texts, check email, look up information, or use apps. Now, what is device accessibility? Device accessibility means using the built-in settings and tools already on your device, things that were designed to make the device easier to see, hear, and use for everyone, including people with vision loss. These features are already there on your phone right now. We're simply going to learn how to find them and turn them on. First, the first thing we're going to do is set up or confirm your phone's voice assistant. A voice assistant lets you open apps, adjust settings, and do tasks using just your voice without needing to scroll through menus or read small text. It's one of the most useful accessibility tools on any phone. So let's go ahead and try it out. If you have an iPhone, you can, the voice assistant is called Siri. And then on Android, it's Google Assistant. So let's start by testing whether your voice assistant is already set up. If you have an iPhone, say out loud right now, "Hey Siri, open accessibility settings." If you have an Android phone, you can say, "Hey Google, open accessibility settings." Go ahead and try it and pause the video if you need a moment. If it works, great. Your voice assistant is already set up and you can move on to the next section. You can move on to the next point in the video, or if it doesn't work, that's okay. Here's how to set it up. So we'll start with setting up Siri on the iPhone. Step 1, you are going to open your Settings app. It looks like a gray icon with gears on it. Step 2, you're going to scroll down and tap Siri and search. Or on newer iPhones, it may say Apple Intelligence and Siri. Step 3, you'll tap Talk to Siri. In step 4, you will select Hey Siri, or depending on your version, it may just say Siri or Hey Siri. In step 5, if you're prompted, follow the on-screen steps to set up voice recognition. You'll be asked to repeat a few short phrases so your phone can learn your voice. Once that's done, try saying, "Hey Siri," again to confirm it's working. Next, we'll move on to setting up Google Assistant on an Android. Step 1, you're going to open the Google app on your phone. It looks like a colorful letter G. Step 2, you're going to tap the small profile circle in the top right corner of the screen. Step 3, you're going to tap Settings. In step 4, you're going to tap Google Assistant. Step 5, tap Hey Google and voice match. Step 6, turn on Hey Google. If prompted, tap I agree. Step 7, follow the steps to train your voice. You'll read a few short phrases so Google can recognize you. Once it's set up, test it. Say, Hey Google, and see if your phone responds. Now that we have set up your voice assistant, let's look at 3 simple changes you can make to your phone screen to make it easier to see and use. These are small adjustments that can have a big impact. First change is using a solid color background or wallpaper. Many people have a photo as their background, a picture of a family, a landscape, or something meaningful, but busy photo backgrounds can actually make it harder to see your app icons clearly. Therefore, switching to a plain, solid color background makes icons stand out much more, especially darker colors like black, dark gray, or deep navy blue. So, here are some steps on how to change it. Step 1, open your Settings app. You can use your voice assistant by saying, Hey Siri, open wallpaper settings. Or you could say, Hey, if you have Android, you could say, Hey Google, open wallpaper settings. Step 2, go ahead and look for the wallpaper in the settings menu and tap it. Step 3, look for a solid color option, usually listed under colors or solid colors, and choose a dark color that gives you good contrast. That's it, a simple change that makes your home screen much easier to navigate. The second change is about moving your most used apps to the home screen, a way of organizing them in a different way. If you have a lot of apps on your phone, including ones you never use, finding the apps you actually need can be slow and frustrating. The fix is simple. Put your most used apps on your home screen, right at your fingertips, and delete the ones you don't need. Here's how to move an app. To move an app, you're going to touch and hold down the app icon for a few seconds. Press and hold it for a moment until the icons start to wiggle or a menu appears. Then you can drag the icon to wherever you want it to go. And to delete an app you don't need, you're going to press and hold. First, you want to make sure you don't need the app for anything. Confirm that is an app you really don't use that often. or at all. Then you're going to press and hold the icon. Then select Remove App or Delete App from the menu that appears. The goal is a clean, simple home screen with only the apps you use most, so finding what you need takes seconds, not minutes. The third change is switching your phone to dark mode. Dark mode changes your screen so that backgrounds are dark, usually black or very dark gray, and text appears in white or light colors. This is the opposite of the standard light mode, where you have a white background with dark text. For many people with vision loss, dark mode can significantly reduce glare and light sensitivity and make the screen much more comfortable to look at. Here is how to turn it on. If your voice assistant is set up, you can try saying, "Hey Siri, turn on dark mode." Or you could say, "Hey Google, turn on dark theme." If you prefer to do it manually, for the iPhone, you can go to Settings, then open up Display and Brightness, and then you'll turn on dark or dark theme if it is Android. And then for Android, the similar process, you would go to Settings and find the Display and Brightness, and then dark or dark theme for Android. So try it, see how it feels. Some people love it immediately, others may need a little time to adjust. So let's move into trying out one of these three features that we just learned about. So in step 1, we're going to choose a screen change to try out. Option A could be, or option 1 could be changing your wallpaper to a solid or darker color. Option B could be moving your most used apps to your home screen. And option C could be switching your phone to dark mode. In step 2, we're going to try it out. You can refer back to the instructions in this video we just covered by rewinding, or if you have a physical copy of the workbook, you can look at the corresponding pages between pages 53 and 60 for step-by-step guidance. And then once you've completed making a change, you can come to step 3 and reflect. Do a little bit of reflection and ask yourself, did this make my phone easier to use? It can be yes, a little, no. If you end up saying yes, you can leave that is great. You can leave the change in place and keep going. If you said no, that's completely okay. Not every change works for every person. You can undo it and try one of the other options or simply move on. Go ahead, pause the video, and give this a try. And then once you're done, come on back and unpause the video. Now, let's explore the built-in accessibility features on your phone that are specifically designed to support vision. The good news is that most of these features work on both iPhone and Android. The names might be slightly different between the two, but the purpose is the same. We're going to go through two levels of features. Level 1 features are quick and easy to set up. You turn them on once and leave them on. Level 2 features take a bit more learning, but they can make a very significant difference. So we'll start with level 1 features, which are quick setup and you can usually just leave them on. Starting with larger text and display size. This feature increases the text size across your entire phone in messages, emails, apps, menus, and websites, making words much easier to read. The next feature is bold text. Bold text makes all the letters on your screen thicker and heavier, so they're easier to distinguish, especially for people who see text as slightly blurry or faint. The next feature is high contrast mode. High contrast mode increases the visual difference between text and the background behind it, making words sharper and easier to read, especially against busy or colored backgrounds. So now we'll move into level 2 features that can sometimes take a bit more learning, but can also have a very significant impact. Starting with screen magnification. Screen magnification lets you zoom in on any part of your screen like a magnifying glass for your phone. Once it's set up, you can double tap or triple tap to zoom in on text, images, or anything on screen. This one may take a little practice to get comfortable with, but once you do, it's an incredibly useful tool. The next one would be camera magnification. Camera magnification uses your phone's camera as a portable magnifying glass without needing to download anything. This one is the most practical tools in many of these different features. It works anywhere at any time without needing any special equipment. The next feature is text-to-speech or select-to-speech. Text-to-speech reads words on your screen out loud. Instead of reading a message, an email, or web page yourself, you can have your phone read it to you. The next feature is speech-to-text. Speech-to-text is the reverse of text-to-speech. Instead of reading, you speak, and your phone types your words for you. This means you can dictate a text message or email without typing a single letter. Just tap the microphone icon on your keyboard, and it's usually in the bottom row, and you can start speaking. This works for both iPhone and Android. Now it's time for you to practice. And there is a two-part accessibility activity that I will talk through now. Or if you have a physical copy of the workbook, you can work through it at your own pace. Or of course, you can pause the video. And throughout this activity, there are these pictures and steps can look a little different depending on the type of phone and the version you have. So this shows a few different ways to be able to set up these settings. However, if you get stuck, I encourage you to ask for help if you have a trusted support person available or if someone is helping with providing or facilitating this workbook for you. We recommend asking them for help. So we'll start with step 1. In step 1, you're going to pick at least one feature from the list to try. Good starting options include the larger text or display size, the bold text, the high contrast mode, text to speech or speech to text. Now, in step 2, you're going to open your settings app. A tip, you can try using your phone's voice assistant if you set it up or if you have it set up to open your accessibility settings. If you have an iPhone, you can say, "Hey Siri, open accessibility settings." Or if you have an Android, you could say, "Hey Google, open accessibility settings." Once you locate your accessibility settings, you are going to locate and tap accessibility. The icon for Apple is usually a blue person inside a person inside a blue circle. On Android, it will be labeled accessibility and sometimes have an image of a person with their arms spread out. In step 4, you're going to look for the vision or display category within accessibility. This is where most visual features live. In step 5, you're going to find the specific feature you chose in step 1 and tap on it. Again, locating a feature is often the hardest part. It's a good strategy to ask for help if you have a trusted person available, or if you're comfortable, you can play around with the different settings independently. Now, in step 6, you're going to try turning the features on and off and see how it feels for you and your needs. So take a few minutes here and pause the video and complete this activity or try playing around with these different settings, and once you feel like you're at a good spot, feel free to return to the video. Now that you have explored some accessibility settings and maybe even set one up, we're going to use it for a task on your phone. So in step 1, we're going to try the feature you set up to complete one of the following tasks. It could be sending a text message, sending an email, or it could be making a phone call to a person of your choice. So go ahead, pause the video, and try one of those out. Now that you've tried one of those out, let's reflect. Did this make your phone easier to use? If you said yes, leave the feature on. You've just made your phone work better for you. That's great. And if you said no, that's okay. Practice turning it off and keep exploring. Different features work for different people. Before we move on, a quick note for anyone using a government-provided phone, sometimes called a lifeline phone. The good news is that most of the government phones do include the basic accessibility features we've been covering, so everything we've talked about should still be available to you. However, there are 2 common limitations to be aware of. First, camera quality. Some government phones have lower quality cameras, which can make it harder to use camera magnification effectively. Second, app compatibility. Some older phones may not be able to run certain apps or may not be able to update them properly. If your phone isn't meeting your needs, whether it's a government phone or any other device, you can speak with the contacts we left um available in the description below the video to get more information. And we'll also cover this more in part 4, getting the tools you need, which is available in video 5. So now, learning to use new features on a phone takes time, and it's completely normal to get stuck sometimes. Here are 3 great ways to get support when you need it. Option 1 could be contacting your device's support team. Both Apple and Google have dedicated support teams that can help you with accessibility features, how your phone works, and assistive technology options. For Android will be the Google Disability Support. Help options include phone number, which is 1-650-417-9257, or you can chat online through their website on support.google.com/accessibility. For iPhone, it will be the Apple Accessibility Support. Help options include phone by calling them through their phone number, which is 1-877-204-3930, or you can chat with them online. These teams are trained specifically to help individuals use their devices, so don't hesitate to reach out. Another option, a very helpful option, could be YouTube videos or channels. YouTube is a wonderful free resource for learning how to use your phone or other learning about other things, such as accessing this workbook on YouTube. The advantage of YouTube is that you can pause, rewind, and watch again as many times as you need. Here is how to search for a helpful video. Search the name of the feature you want help with, followed by the name of your device. For example, larger text on iPhone, or select to speak on Android. Another option, you can also try using your voice assistant to search. You could say, "Hey Siri, search YouTube for larger text on iPhone," or you could say, "Hey Google, search YouTube for select to speech on Android." Now we're going to move on to supportive apps for your phone. Beyond the built-in features we've already covered, there are also downloadable apps specifically designed to help people with vision loss. Most are available on both iPhone and Android, and many are completely free. We'll go through 4 categories of supportive apps. The first category is artificial intelligence, AI apps. AI apps use your phone's camera to help you understand and interact with the world around you. They can read printed text out loud, like a label, a letter, or a sign, can describe what's in a photo or what's in front of you, can identify products and items, and it can scan and read documents. Some of the most commonly recommended AI apps include Seeing AI, which is a highly regarded free app from Microsoft. You can point your camera at text, a person, a product, or your surroundings, and it describes what it sees out loud. Another popular app is Envision AI. Similar to Seeing AI, it uses your camera to read text, describe scenes with some additional features for documents and labels. Another app is Lookout Assisted Vision by Google. This is only available for Android, but it's Google's AI vision app. And then another popular app for both iPhone and Android is TapTapSee. This allows you to take a photo of anything and it identifies and describes what's in the image. Moving on to the next category is live visual assistant apps. Live visual assistant apps connect you by video call to a real live human volunteer who can help you with visual tasks in the moment in real time. For example, you could hold up your phone to a medication label and ask the volunteer to read it to you. Or you can ask for help reading a form, finding something in your home, or checking if your clothes match. A very popular app is called Be My Eyes, which is available for both iPhone and Android. This is the most well-known live visual assistant app. It connects you instantly with a sighted volunteer via video call. And it's free, and volunteers are available around the clock and around the world. The third category is navigation apps. Navigation apps help you get around more safely and confident, both indoors and outdoors, by giving you audio guidance and alerts about what's around you. Some popular apps are Good Maps Indoor Navigation. This helps you navigate inside large buildings like hospitals, malls, or transit stations using audio guidance. Another app is Lazario. This provides audio descriptions of your surroundings as you walk, alerting you to nearby businesses, street names, and landmarks. And then finally, an app available on the iPhone only is OKO by AYES. This provides audio alerts for traffic signals, telling you when it's safe to cross an intersection, and it's a very unique tool for safe pedestrian navigation. And lastly, the fourth category is magnification apps. Magnification apps turn your phone into a portable electronic magnifier. You can point your camera at anything, a label, a book page, a restaurant menu, and zoom in with high contrast settings to make it much easier to see. Some popular apps include Magnifier. This is a built-in magnifier on iPhone, or available on Android as well, that can make the text bigger. There's another app called Bokeh. It's for iPhone only, but designed to provide strong magnification with contrast and color filter options. And then finally, an app available for Android only is WeZoom, which has the same zoom, contrast, and brightness controls. Now it's time to try it out. Try out downloading and using these apps we learned about, and see if something it works for you, and you're independent, and make needs, and see if it makes tasks a little bit easier for you. So, in this, I'll walk you through each step here. Feel free to pause the video at any point to complete a task or try something out. So step one, you're going to choose your app category. We talked about 4 different types of categories, which was the artificial intelligence or AI apps. The second one was the live visual assistant apps. The third was the navigation apps. And the fourth was the magnification apps. So in step 2, you're going to choose you're going to identify which app you're going to download based off of those two, or based off of step one, those four options. You can say it, type it, write it down if you have access to this workbook. And then once you've identified which app you're going to download, we'll move on to step 3. And in step 3, you're going to identify what tasks you would like the app to help you with. You can select one from the examples below on this list or think of your own. Some of these examples included are to read text like mail, labels, or signs. Another example is to describe what's around me, to identify items in my home, to get help from a real person, to help me get around outside, or to make things bigger or magnify. So take some time here and think about what task you would like help with through use of one of these apps. And once you have decided you have the app you want to download, the task you want to help with, we're going to download the app. So the first option will be you can practice using your voice assistant to download an app. If you have iPhone, you can say, "Hey Siri, download the name of the app." So it could be, "Hey Siri, download Be My Eyes." And if you have Android, you can say, "Hey Google, download the name of the app." For example, "Hey Google, download Be My Eyes." Once you do that, you have to select Get or Install, and you may need to enter your password there. And if you choose to do it manually, if your voice assistant isn't working, here are the steps to be able to download it manually. So step 1, you're going to locate the App Store or the Play Store on your device. You're going to, once you're inside the App Store, you're going to locate the search bar, which is usually at the top, the very top of your screen. Once you have located the search bar, you're going to type in the app name. And once you have typed in your app name, you should be able to select Get or Install to get access to the app on your device. So now that we have our app downloaded on our phone, we know what tasks we want help with. Go ahead and try out that app you downloaded. Take a couple minutes, pause the video, and when you're ready, we'll come back and do a little bit of reflection. So now that you've been able to try out this app, think about did this app help you with your task? If you said, yes, that's great, keep the app and try using it again this week for maybe another task. And if you said no, it's okay. You can delete the app or try a different app or a different app type next time. So that wraps up part 3, confidence with using personal devices. This was a big section and you covered a lot of ground. So let's do a quick recap of everything you explored. You learned how to set up your phone's voice assistant, Siri or Google Assistant. You made simple changes, a solid wallpaper, organized apps, and dark mode. You also explored built-in accessibility features, from larger text and bold text to screen magnification, camera magnification, text-to-speech, and speech-to-text. You learned where to get help, from Apple and Google support lines to YouTube tutorials. And you discovered 4 categories of supportive apps designed specifically for people with vision loss. This is a lot of powerful tools, and they were already on your phone this whole time. Remember, you don't need to use everything we covered today. Start with 1 or 2 features that feel most useful to you right now, and build from there at your own pace. In the next video, we'll move on to part 4, getting the tools you need, where we'll talk about how to access assistive technology, find funding support, and connect with the right people to help you get what you need. We'll see you in the next video.